And what's going on, people? This is Avidan. Welcome to the 19th episode of the Avidan Direct Chillcast. Today we have a pretty good show for you guys. And we got we got one new person and one return, and with the two regulars. So we're gonna go in and start from the left, starting with the homie Turbo Jesse. What's going on, man? Welcome back to the Chillcast. How have you been, bro?
I've been doing good, man. Thanks for having me back. I'm excited to talk about some of these topics. Some of them are pretty interesting and things I've been kind of hearing about this week, and I'm glad I'm going to get an opportunity to talk about them. For you guys that don't know, I have my own YouTube channel, Turbo Jesse. I do a lot of prediction videos and like out of the box stuff. Like something I'm working on now is like my predictions for the next Horizon Zero Dawn, kind of where they could take that franchise. So if you're into like top 5 lists, prediction videos, and just general discussion, definitely check out Turbo Jesse. But I'm excited for tonight's show. So thanks for having me again.
No problem. Thanks for coming back, bro. Good to have you back. Up next, we have Your Player 2, Josh of the Your Player 2. What's going on, man?
Oh, not much. I'm just, I'm not going to say I want to rush this show so I can get back to Black Ops, but it's definitely in the back of my mind because I know how much everybody on this is hanging out with Black Ops right now. But no, I'm Josh from Your Player 2. My channel is all about helping other gaming channels sort of step up their game, improve things like their production values, their approach to YouTube, whether that's, things like SEO or, production tips or things like, how to organize your workflows so that you can maintain a sane schedule if you're somebody who has like a day job or family commitments and the kind of stuff that gets in the way of YouTube production. And then in between, just a bunch of gaming live streams and kind of collection videos and things like that. So if you're somebody who is also running a YouTube channel, you might find something you like there. So check it out if you think that's something you'd enjoy.
Cool. What you been playing this week, man, other than Black Ops?
Mega Man 11. I've been playing that. What Nick?
I was gonna say he's been playing his PS Vita.
Yeah, I've been playing the Vita, of course. But no, man, I've been playing.
You always trying to start something, Nick.
Instigator. But no, man, just Mega Man 11 predominantly, and then I've been streaming a lot of scary games lately, things like The Evil Within 2.
I saw.
Yeah, because it was like I said 31-ish games of Halloween horror because I knew there was no way I was going to get one every single day. But I think tonight I'll do Black Ops Zombies to remain topical, and we'll see how spoopy that is. So,
the fake make asks, can you help him organize his life?
I can try. We just
there you go, fake mate. And Turbo Jesse, I'm going to go back to you. What other games you been playing, man?
So this week's been a little bit of I've been kind of doing a little bit of backlog stuff. I'm really getting excited for Red Dead Redemption, so I don't really want to start anything new. So I'm actually replaying Super Mario Odyssey. Game, that game, I don't think I've looked forward to a game so much in my entire life as I did for that game. And now we're in this like era where like games come out and they're really popular for like a few weeks and then they're forgotten about. And I just had so much fun playing Odyssey, so I figured I'd give it a go. I think this is my 3rd playthrough. And this time I'm just like not rushing through it, but I'm not really caring about getting every one of the moons, just like enough moons to get to the next kingdom. But the game is so much fun. It's almost even more fun now that like I got the controls down and I kind of know what's what with the game. So definitely having a good time with that. But I also played Mega Man 11 and I thought it was pretty good.
Okay, cool. I see the Cappy's eyes in the background, so I can see it's definitely one of the games you like, bro.
Oh, I'm a big fan of Odyssey. Big fan.
Cool. Nick, what's going on, my dude? How you been this week?
Hey man, been doing good. Work and doing these daily shows, and it's been fun. We had a little bit of fun Wednesday with Anime Wednesday. That was a bit of a hoot. Mama Mercy stopped by and she was giving Bloody Knuckles the business in the chat. It was pretty funny, man.
Well, I need to watch that replay. See, because what was I doing Wednesday? I know Tuesday I had to go to a business meeting, but I forgot what I was doing Wednesday. Oh no, I was working on videos. That's why.
There you go, working on the videos.
So what you been playing, man?
Oh man, I'm still playing that Madden in those Madden leagues. Just reopened Octopath, and it's funny that Jesse said Odyssey because I literally started Odyssey 2 days ago. So that's kind of crazy that he said that. So I'm doing the same thing Jesse's doing by playing Super Mario Odyssey. I'm probably gonna start another playthrough of Breath of the Wild here soon. I kind of got an itch for that again. So I'll probably end up doing that. But still, we're on that Arena of Valor, Mario Party, and Madden grind at the moment right now.
Let me ask you: if you play Breath of the Wild again, are you going to play the hard mode or regular mode?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get. I don't have the master mode, so I'm gonna get the master mode and roll through that in Rage doing it.
Yeah, the DLC in that it was only $20, and it was like at least 20 hours worth of content. So definitely worth pickup.
It's worth it. It's like the DLC for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It's really worth it. In fact, I think Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is a bit better than Zelda's DLC, but these Nintendo's DLC packages are A1.
Yeah, they've been good.
At least someone has good DLC packages.
Unlike X. Wow.
No, I'm just saying, some of the other companies, man, they don't got good DLC packages. At least Nintendo got them. At least you get your money's worth.
See, Edwin Norton could chill with that in the chat. No.
Facts. Avidan Smith loves the PS Vita now. Facts. These are facts.
No, it's trash. No, it is trash.
And he also denounced his love for the Wii U too.
Listen here.
I'm just waiting for it to come up.
The Wii U is better than the Vita.
Oh my
Always.
God.
I'm not doing this tonight. I can't. It's fine. I'm about to have a conniption.
I mean, the Wii U does have what's the joint called? What's the name of the joint? The library, all the retro games.
Oh,
Virtual console.
Virtual console.
See?
That actually might make it better than the Vita.
See, there you go.
That might be the only reason, though. Literally the only reason.
No, we got Mario Maker.
I thought you was gonna say that's the only reason why it's better than the
ride
Switch.
the Mario Maker horse. Is that what we're doing here?
What about Smash 4?
I mean, we got Smash 4. We got Xenoblade Chronicles X. You got a whole bunch of other. You got Pokken Tournament that came on there first. You got Mario Kart 8 that came on there first. You got Splatoon 1. A lot of these games, they sold a lot of software with the Wii U, just not a lot of hardware. But you guys heard them. We got the new guest, the homie Rob Regal. Tell about your channel, man. For these people who don't know about you, man, tell them all about your channel, what you do.
There's a lot of them that don't know about me.
You guys got to get familiar quick.
Yeah, nah, man. I just the name of the channel is The Regal Report. My name is Rob Regal, former rapper, current and always been a gamer, streamer. I also cover mobile tech, things like cell phones and everything of that nature. Even though I've been chilling on that because I've been poor off the recent. Can't keep getting all these new flagship phones. Been sticking with this Galaxy S9 Plus since March. Gonna hold off until I get this iPhone XS Max. So, but yeah, just I cover everything that I care about in the culture, man. Whether it be gaming, mobile tech, music, whatever's going on. I'm really kind of sticking with gaming right now because all this music stuff, man. I keep getting these copyright strikes and they blowing me. Well, not strikes, but copyright notices and
claims,
claims and stuff. I'm tired of that, so I'm sticking with the gaming for now.
I feel you. It's like trying to bridge the fact. It's like unless you're just doing completely your own stuff, it's like YouTube ain't the place for that anymore.
Yeah, no, they completely cut off my live streaming. You know that?
What?
Yeah, because I was streaming during the Apple event. When they unveiled the new iPhones, and they cut my live streaming off for 3 months. So and I ain't even they ain't even notify me though. They didn't even notify me that it happened. I just got on one day like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stream for YouTube, play some of these games for YouTube, and it was like, yeah, that's been disabled. you can get back on in 90 days. I was like, wow, okay.
Apple hit you with that copyright, and then the same thing happened to me during E3 during that Ubisoft event.
Yeah,
but then they gave me mine back the next day. But for that day, I was like banned for almost 24 hours from streaming.
You went straight to that's when you go to Twitch though.
I went straight to the whole Ubisoft joint though. That was the only one I missed. If you see my page, I got the Xbox, I got the PlayStation presentation, I got all them. And I think I took a nap during Ubisoft.
Yeah, Ubisoft banned big YouTubers also that streamed. I know, like Spawnwave and RGT85. They're all kicked off for like 24 hours.
Crazy.
Yo, Rigo. Dore says bars.
Bars. You're already know.
Yes. Go ahead. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Oh, you want me? Oh, he want me to actually rap.
She wants you to. Yeah. She
rap. Yeah. I mean, what you want? I mean, what? I can't rap. Nah, we gonna get my man demonetized, yeah. I like really rap. I don't like.
I'm not even monetized yet. Still.
Y'all, he ain't never gonna get paid if I rap on his joint. I like really rap, yeah. You better ask him.
Oh man, nah. Like for real. One of the first videos I saw this dude. This dude was like going through like flea markets and picked up an old copy of Zelda. I was like, bruh.
Video for the balance. My video for the balance. At the end of the joint, we was walking on U Street and we walked past the flea market and they had Double Dragon and The Legend of Zelda, the original joints, both for $5. So I picked them both up and I still got them joints in here. Because I needed it, because I had Zelda back in the day, but the little the memory chip that saves everything had died in that jump. So I needed another one. So I got that one.
Got you. But I mean, what you been playing this week? I saw you been playing Jump Force, bruh.
Yeah. This week has been Spider-Man because I'm late. Everybody else started playing last month. I just got it like last week. So I've been playing Spider-Man and I'm in the Jump Force closed beta. I'll be back on there playing that tonight at midnight. Yeah.
Nice, all right, we'll be done.
You're going to play specific times.
You like, what do you think of Spider-Man?
Spider-Man, I love it. I mean, I wish the swinging was a little bit more intuitive. Like, I like how it feels smooth, but sometimes he just don't start swinging when I want him to swing. Like, that kind of blows me. He'll drop way further than I want him to before he'll start swinging.
How many hours you been playing? Just curious.
Probably it's not been long. Probably about 6-7 hours right now. Just balancing everything.
That's about the amount of time it took me to get the controls like down for Spider-Man.
Yeah,
like a few hours. At first, I was like, it felt a little clunky, but after a while, I like really fell in love with it.
I only play like an hour and a half, 2 hours at a time when I'm on stream. So it's like I'll get back on the next day and forget certain controls and stuff. So people just watching me get rocked on Twitch, like just getting knocked out. Like I'm like, okay, let me not look like trash in front of y'all just for one fight.
Yo, I feel you on that. I feel you. But for my week, this week, I've been playing Arena of Valor and Octopath. Really, I've been trying to. I need to beat Octopath. I told myself I'm not buying another game until I beat at least Octopath and Spider-Man. I need to beat both of those games before December 7th. So we're gonna try. And I'm trying to 100% Octopath in a way. So I'm trying to beat the game with all the characters. And is there another game I need to beat? Wait, what happened? What'd you say?
I was saying I still need that game. I don't have Octopath Traveler yet.
Yes, you do.
That game is.
You do need that game.
I'm poor, man. What do you want me to do? That's $60.
I feel you, bruh. I
got Spider-Man for $30. That's the only reason I got that joint that fast. Okay.
I'm looking at you like, how'd you get it for 30?
Oh yeah, you know, you got homies. You know, homies be out there.
Say no more.
You know, I actually saw the new Tomb Raider, the brand new one. It's like on sale already for like $45.
I'm not buying it.
I think they got NBA Live up for like 15 or 20 now already.
Already?
Yeah.
NBA Live is
That thing was immediate.
Immediate
out the paint. No pun intended.
But we're gonna go ahead and shout out the chat because for now on, guys, I'm gonna wait until the chat fills up a bit so we can go ahead and shout all you guys out. So I don't have to type throughout the live stream hi each time. But let's give a quick shout out to the Fake Mate. What's going on? Nuts, what's going on, my dude? What's going on? Stitch, what's going on? Chris Levi, what is going on? Super Andrew 64, what is good? Ed Norton, even though you had those stupid PS Vita comments, I saw you, my dude.
Ed needs to chill, dog. Ed needs to chill.
I saw you, but what's good, my dude? What's good? Let's see. Who else is here? Dore, what is going on? Dank me, what's good, my dude? Oh, OJ playing Bug Bumble? That's what's up. Jake and Bacon, what's going on? Josie Montez, if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, don't kill me. My bad. What's going on? Sonic DBZ fan, what's going on? Santiago 316, what is going on? So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into this, and we're gonna talk about Microsoft is getting ready for next gen. Now, Microsoft has pushed out their Project Xcloud for next year. And for those of you that don't know, Project Xcloud is Microsoft's streaming service that allows them to basically let you play their video games on your mobile phones, your PCs, and your tablets. And it seems pretty phenomenal. It looks like a real revolutionary device. And when I see this, I think of when Xbox had their own rendition of motion controls with the Kinect. And I feel like this is Xbox's way of saying, hey, you can play your games mobile, but this is how we want you to do it. So I kind of like Xbox's take on this. And they also purchased Obsidian, which is another major company for them. Mm-hmm. So with all this put together, it seems like that Xbox they're making their way to be prepared for the next console league of gaming. And I want your thoughts on this. So Nick, since you are the Xbox fan, what are your thoughts on this?
My thoughts on the Project Xcloud, like I think it's dope. I think it's awesome. My only concern is like, not concerned, but what I'm really interested in seeing how they're doing is they said that not only are they making it a way for you to be able to use a controller with your tablet or your phone, they're also coming up with ways to have controls without having a controller. Yeah. So I'm interested to see how they integrate that. Like we're going to be playing Halo. How are you going to play Halo on your phone with just the touchscreen? Like exactly. Like that's exactly your place. Said nope. Like how? So that's how. That's one of my I'm just waiting to see how they do that. It just seems kind of wonky to me. I don't know. But as far as them purchasing Obsidian, not only are they purchasing Obsidian, but Phil Spencer right now has been spending his whole week in Japan trying to reach out and create relationships in Japan as well. So as you can tell, I said this in my stream, like not only are they out here buying studios, they also know that they need support from Japan in order for them to be more successful as well. So not only are they doing that, they're also in Japan trying to get relationships and trying to get some sort of Japanese support. So that's also there as well. So, I mean, it's exciting because I want to see Xbox back, not because I'm just a fan of Xbox, but because when all three companies are boxing together in the ring, everybody benefits from it. That means everybody has to step their game up, whether it's Sony or Nintendo or anybody else. So hopefully this means in 2020, 2021, Xbox is back in it, and that means Sony will bring it, and that means Nintendo will bring it, and we all benefit.
Bad. Oh, I definitely, like I said, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what they're going to do with this because, like you said, it's more interesting when everyone is on their A game. If you look back, well, we're all around this. We're all old enough. We're all 30 plus in this live stream, so I can say this. When you look back at,
who?
I said we're all 30 plus. That's what I said. 30 plus. But if you look back at the old days when it came to Super Nintendo versus Sega Genesis, or just basically Sega versus Nintendo, there was a whole bunch of games that came out that it really made playing video games fun, and it really made it interesting to see who was going to come out next. And things got even more interesting when Sony came into the picture. So seeing this, it makes me happy because Sony's already on their A game. They're selling consoles. The PS4 is the second best console they ever sold. So they're already on their A game right now. Nintendo is on their A game right now because the Switch is the best selling console for any first year out of any console debut. It's sold the best. So I would say Nintendo is back on their A game. Sony's on their A game. Once Microsoft gets on their A game, I may get a Microsoft console for the first time. And you heard it here first.
Uh-oh.
Yes, I'll get a Microsoft console before a PS Vita.
I'll believe it when I see it. You stay
y'all in the Vita, man.
But we're gonna go ahead to your player too.
So here's my thing with Project Xcloud. First off, I think it's a brilliant move on Microsoft's part. I think it's incredibly ambitious. And the other thing I've mentioned this before, especially when we talked about Nintendo's inability to sort of nail their online infrastructure, and that is we forget that Microsoft is sort of this conglomerate with multiple divisions and many different pieces, and because all of this is going to be run by their Azure platform, which is basically the same cloud computing background that runs things like their Office 365 infrastructure. It's the thing that they kind of pitch to other developers saying, hey, you can test client server applications and whatnot. It's kind of a win for them on a variety of levels if they can make this work. Now, I know the other thing that it's going to depend on is that basically 5G connectivity becomes more widespread than it currently is, which I don't think I have 5G right now. But if that's something that comes to fruition. I think it could absolutely be a game changer. I have some hesitations because, like, while I really like the idea of, yes, because there are people out there who want to play with their families. Their families like, I don't want to mess with the headache of buying a dedicated game console. But if you're like, hey, here's a controller, you can use your existing phone and still play Halo with me from time to time, even if you're not like a hardcore gamer or somebody who would traditionally buy, an at-home console. I think the thing has a ton of advantages. And that being said, Microsoft's no slouch when it comes to enterprise computing. So if they make this successful and they can prove that under that sort of just massive load of bandwidth that it's successful, then it sort of helps them pitch the Azure platform as a whole in other industries as well. So I feel like there's a lot of advantages for them to make it work. I think it's smart for them to use in-house technology to try to make that a reality for people. And ultimately, the only thing that I'm waiting for Microsoft to come out with are good exclusives to actually draw people back to the platform, because I think at its core, people want no headache in playing with their friends, good experiences, and the ability to play with their friends wherever they are. If Microsoft can nail that with their own platform, awesome. Wait, did I miss something?
I didn't do it, bro. I didn't do it. I didn't do anything, bro. I'm just trying to keep the chat lit.
Oh, man.
Like, Nick, I was trying to keep it professional and everything. And you had to go and say Panhammer. Like, you had to go do that, fam.
Oh man.
So what was spamming in the chat, and I just, without any notifications, I just said timeout. And I was going to say something when you was done. I was like, can you please not, spam in the chat? And Nick said ban hammer. I just put him in timeout, dude. He didn't get banned.
I know, bro. Okay, bro. Chill. You didn't get banned. I will announce it. You didn't get banned. I'm just over here trying to keep the chat lit. That's all I'm trying to do. My bad, bro.
Wow. Nick, man, you making us go derail already, man. Come on, man.
My bad.
But Rob, man, I'd like to hear what you have to say about this, man.
For me, man, I think it's a dope idea. Definitely, you get the chance to stream your favorite games from any device. You're talking computer, tablet, phone. Again, I'm not sure how they're gonna make the controls work without a controller. But I heard them talking about somehow making all of it work on screen, which how you're going to make the triggers and the bumpers work, like on the Xbox controller or the L1, R1, anything like that work on a screen when it's all flat surface. Like, I got problems with that with Super Nintendo emulators right now.
Right.
I don't know how they're going to do that with this, but
that's actually a good point.
I don't know if they're going to try to like implement augmented reality into it somehow or something of that nature, whatever it may be. I think the most interesting thing about it is the fact that Google announced their cloud streaming thing recently as well. So now it's kind of more like a Microsoft versus Google type of thing than Microsoft versus Sony and Nintendo as far as that arena goes with the cloud streaming. So I'm really interested to see who's going to win that one, who's going to have the better one. Because I feel like Google might actually win that. They're going to have the bigger servers, like
with the Chrome browser, right?
Exactly, yeah. Like that's off the break. They're going to have bigger servers, and they're going to probably be able to optimize it better. But you can't count Microsoft out. These are the people who literally invented DirectX. So like, like they can figure something out here.
Microsoft owns enterprise, so they're not coming in as amateurs, that's for sure.
They're not. And the one thing I want to add about that, I'm glad you brought up the Chrome browser, because I actually watched Odyssey, Assassin's Creed Odyssey on it, and it looks good.
I didn't even get a chance to see yet.
Yeah, it looks really good. So this whole new direction of gaming that we're going, that's a streaming service. I think I don't want to be this guy to say this, but I really feel Nintendo kind of did push the envelope by making console gaming on the go. Right. I think that's the move now, because people don't, like, we all work. We don't got time. Like you said, you play Spider-Man hour and a half at a time. This is, to a lot of us now, that's a long time. But if you go back to our former selves, like 20 years ago, that's a fraction of a game session for us.
That's 5 years ago. That's nothing to me. Like, honestly.
For me, yeah. Well, let me think about that. Actually, yeah, you're right. 5 years ago,
when I was a full-time rapper, dog, I was I'll be in the studio with Pro and Vader. I'll be in that joint playing video games for at least 8 hours until it was time to hit the studio.
True. But Jesse, man, what do you think about this, bro?
It doesn't really interest me that much. Let me tell you why. Like, I like to do most of my gaming on my big 55-inch, 4K TV. I like a nice controller that feels good in my hand. So I'm not about to start playing video games on my phone or a tablet. But I mean, I think it's great for other people that are into that sort of stuff. I want the best graphics possible on the best TV possible, and just get immersed in the experience. But in terms of Xbox and Microsoft buying all these studios, I think it's amazing. I am that guy, right? I'm that guy that if I had the motivation of good games, I would go out and buy the next Xbox. I mean,
Sure.
for the last few years, I had a 360, and since then, I just haven't had the motivation. There's been nothing to be like, oh, I need to go play that game. And because any game that I really wanted to play was on Sony. So it's like, I'm looking forward to this next generation a lot, because I think the expression something like a high tide raises all boats. So I think just having another player into the video game market will just make everybody work a little bit harder and just better experience for everybody.
Cool. Well, I'm not sure if you know, but they're trying to set it up so your controller, it actually there's like an extension with your phone. So there's like a clip-on that has your phone, and you can hold your controller and use your controller as you're playing on your cell phone.
Like how the PS4 controller did the PS Vita?
See, no. You weren't supposed to do that. You wasn't supposed to do that. It was done. It was dead.
I'm pretty sure that happened. I'm pretty sure that was a thing. Matter of fact, they did that with the Sony Xperia phones too.
You know what? I'm not trying to hear that right now.
I think that was a thing.
For me, that's a ridiculous. It just looks ridiculous. I mean, you're not busting that out on the bus or the subway. Like, someone will jack that real quick off you.
They're getting shot. But yeah, I hear you though. That's my point though. I completely understand what you're saying.
There was a time like 10 years ago where they used to tell you not to use your iPhone headphones, like the white ones, on the subway.
Jersey. You know about that.
I lived in Manhattan for many
Jersey.
years.
You know about that. I remember that. I was living in New York at the time. Yeah.
They told you not to wear your white iPhone headphones.
Exactly.
Target.
Because you would get jacked. So you had to have black headphones the whole time. That's like literally. That's why. Like, all right. Quick story time. I had to tell you about this because for me personally, back when I had on my CD player, back that long ago, I had to use like little earbud, like headphones. I didn't even use earbuds. So I'm like, nope, I got a CD player. You want this? It's $20. You gonna rob me for something for $20? Go right ahead. Buy a new one.
Wow.
So, but
Discman.
Hey man,
thank you for making me feel old again. I appreciate it.
No problem. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for.
Topics real quick. Another note. What is their plan with Obsidian? Because them buying Obsidian makes me think now we're definitely not getting Fallout New Vegas 2, and I have a problem with that. So what is their plan with Obsidian?
That I'm not sure. It's just something that I saw that they did, but it's like
I would imagine an RPG.
Yeah.
What games does Obsidian make?
They did Knights of the Old Republic 2, Fallout New Vegas. What else did they do? There's a few games in there.
They were the original team for the first 2 Fallout games.
That's right. That's what I knew. I knew them from Star Wars. I honestly think they're gonna new IP. I think so. I think Microsoft needs new IPs.
Yeah, it's got to be. They're probably working on a new RPG. No Playground Games is rumored to be working on Fable. They purchased Ninja Theory to let Ninja Theory do whatever they want. Then what was another one? I can't remember the other few they announced at E3, but those are the 3 that I kind of just remember off the top of my head. So I agree with Turbo. They're all gonna have to be IPs.
Yeah, definitely. But we're gonna go ahead and hop into the next topic, and that is Sony. Now we talked about Microsoft, so we got to talk about Sony right now. And Sony, after I believe it was their 5th year. My bad. It came out 2013. After their 5th year of being out on the market, Sony has revealed that they are actually in plans in making their successor for the PlayStation 4. Now, they didn't call it the PlayStation 5, but we know it's going to be called the PS5. unless somebody catches up with the okie doke. That's neither here or there. They're going to call it whatever they're going to call it, and it's set to release at least 2021 or later. And the little interesting comment that they said was, this is going to feature next-gen hardware. It is necessary for it to have next-gen hardware. Now, I did a video about this earlier in the week, and there are some people that disagree with my notion with this. And I know it's way far-fetched, because I'm thinking, technology it evolves fast. So once we hit one mark, it's not going to take that long for us to hit another landmark. It's like, you remember, like when we hit 1080p, it didn't take that long for us to hit 4K. And I don't think it's going to take as long for us to hit 8K. In fact, 8K is already a thing with TVs. Definitely so seeing 8K hardware, seeing 8K, to me, that screams next gen. Because right now, we're in the generation right now of 4K 60. Believe it or not, we're in the generation of 4K 60.
We're right in the beginning.
And we're right in the beginning of it. So it's like, if we're looking at the next 3 years, then I see two possibilities with the new Sony console. I see 8K console, which will probably come out 2020, at the end of 2022 or beginning or midway 2023. If we're going to wait that long for a new, because Sony could definitely do it. The PlayStation 4 is that good. They could stretch this life out a little for another 4 years if they need to. That I could, like, if we're keeping it 100, they can stretch the life out a little bit more. So if you add another 4 years to it and give technology enough time, a 8K console isn't too far fetched. Now the pricing of it will be kind of crazy, but I want to put it past Sony to do it because, well, who remembers the PS3? See, there you go. There you go.
You go buy yourself a $600 console, people.
Yeah, like we want you to work a second job to afford this. That was a horrible move.
But looking forward, though, I look at two possibilities, and I said this in my video. I see either an 8K home console or a 4K 60 hybrid. That's what I see Sony doing if they release this console within the next 3 to 5 years. So I want to see what you guys' thoughts on this. What are some specs that we could probably expect to see on this new console? Because Sony is just known for power. It's like Xbox was like the first, I think this is the first time like Xbox just came out the woodworks with the Xbox One X and said, listen, we don't care if we're not doing the best. We're going to show you that we got the strongest console in the market now.
Yeah.
And it's selling pretty good. Like, surprisingly, it's selling really well. So there's a market for people who will buy for power. So that's another thing I want us to factor in. If this thing is powerful enough, they sell it. If anything's marked at a $500 pricing point, or even $600 if it's powerful enough, do you think it will sell? So what are you guys' thoughts on this? Nick, you go first then.
Shoot. Had to pick a K.
Oh man, shoot. I don't know, man. Like when they say next generation hardware, I mean, I'm gonna have to go with what you said as far as, you maybe seen the 8K. I don't know, because what I think is going to happen is I really feel like these two are waiting to put their consoles out, like, because neither one of them want to lose the power narrative. So it seems like they're playing this waiting game where Sony's like, okay, well, we're going to wait a little bit, and the Xbox is going to wait a little bit, and we could end up waiting on this waiting game to see what they do until 2021, until they actually announce something. I feel like that's possibly what could happen here, because like you said, neither one of them want to lose this narrative right now, especially with Xbox with the X, and they already said and they already promised afterwards that their next generation console at E3, Phil even said our next generation console will still be the most powerful console on the market. He said that at E3. So, I mean, it's just going to be a waiting game at this point. I mean, if you 8K kind of sounds crazy, you know what I mean? But if they wait that long, you never know. But I don't know too much about the whole specs of everything. I just know that neither one of these two are going to let go of that narrative.
I agree.
So Nick, if you could add one thing to the Xbox 5, what would you have?
5?
I mean, PlayStation 5. Excuse me.
Woo! Got scared for a second. I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah, I'm like, Xbox 5. What are you talking about, bro? If I could add one thing to the PS5, what would it be?
The PS Vita 2. I'll get that for you.
Thank you. Thank you. The PS Vita 2. We want to no. They said next generation hardware, right? So forget the console. We want PS Vita 2, 4K screen, all that stuff incomplete with the Switch. That's what we want.
I'm gonna
shut up and take my money.
I was gonna pretend you didn't say that. Everybody give a good warm welcome to Lucy the Hedgehog. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for coming by. It's your first time here.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Welcome to the channel. And Nick, go ahead back with your thought.
No, but for real, like what I would like to see, for real, I just want to see one of these two, like you said, push that power narrative. Don't give that up. I really do enjoy that. Don't do anything wonky. I'm really concerned, and this is just far-fetched to me, but I'm really concerned that when they said next generation hardware, some reason VR popped in my head, and if they were to focus on VR, I think that'd be
terrible,
detrimental to Sony. So I hope that's not what it is. Hopefully they're just going to keep doing the console thing. But that was one thing that popped in my head when they said they went ahead. They didn't even say PS5. They just said next generation hardware. And I was like, oh no, please don't tell me they're going to focus on VR. I know that's one thing they really love about the PlayStation right now.
Okay. You know, right. I forgot you're right. The bootlegged Wiimotes. Right. There we go.
Oh. Bootlegged Wiimotes. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Somebody go.
Go ahead, you're playing too. I know you have something to say about that.
So that's fine. What I will say about as far as where they're going to go with the next generation for PlayStation 5, if there's one thing that I want to, kind of see them do is basically just concentrate on making great games. Personally, I get so bored and tired and just I'm completely indifferent to spec wars. Like, I'm tired of seeing people be like, oh no, we're the most powerful console. No, we're the most powerful console. I don't care. Xbox has the most powerful console and they have the least amount of exclusives that interest me right now. So I would like
alone proves that.
Yeah, and don't even get me started on Nintendo, because here's the thing: Nintendo doesn't compete on specs. They're like Apple in that regard. You watch an Apple commercial, they're not going to sit there and tell you about, oh, here's how many gigabytes it has. No, they're like, how does the technology make you feel? What is the experience it provides for you?
That's a good analogy, actually.
And so Nintendo's off playing their own game right now. So this is a battle, I believe, that's firmly between Microsoft and Sony. And I have basically a couple theories on this. I agree with Nick's point that I think they're both sort of just waiting on each other to see what's going to happen. But I almost wonder if it's not rooted in a spec war, but rather rooted in a marketing move. Because if we remember at the beginning of this generation, when Xbox came out and they said they were going to have DRM and all this nonsense, Sony just ate their lunch to the point where they had to take all that stuff back. They went on like Kimmel. They're like, here's how you share games on our platform, and just handed them a PlayStation game. I mean,
I remember that.
Honestly, and I think Microsoft's ace in the hole is probably going to be this streaming service. This is the thing they're going to try to pitch the same way they probably tried to pitch the Kinect and unifying your living room, which nobody wanted. We wanted great games, and they spent all this time focusing on a multimedia center, which is a secondary thing for a lot of gamers at best. So for me, as far as what do I think it's going to provide, from a spec standpoint, it probably will be around, the same time when 8K starts to hit mainstream adoption. So I wouldn't doubt them to tout that as a feature. But as far as the biggest thing I think they're going to have going for them is just going to be continue to focus on exclusives for their platform that you can't get anywhere else but Sony, which I think will be a really smart play. And two is I think they may, and I know you're not going to like this, Avidan, I'm going to say it anyways, they may try to bring back some sort of portable experience that pairs with it.
I see that. They're going to. I mean,
I thought they said they pulled out of that, though. I thought that was something they recently said. They're like, no, we're not going to compete no more. We're pulling out of the handheld.
Well, they did, and
they also said they wasn't going to do crossplay. Look what happened there.
I mean, fair enough.
I mean, because that's the thing. Like Nintendo's not winning anything in a spec war right now. But I'll tell you where they're winning is convenience, right? The fact that I can take this thing anywhere and enjoy Breath of the Wild, a game that's this massive, sprawling, traditionally home-based AAA title. That's something I can't get from either of these, except for, of course, the masterful PlayStation 4 and its Vita, which does remote play. But there's no reason to bring that up.
Don't you worry about Nintendo and their spec wars. There's going to be a 4K Switch coming soon.
Hold on. Let me jump into this, because marketing wise, Sony's marketing wise, if you really want to go in there, they've been playing it safe their entire lifespan.
Thank you.
The PlayStation 1.
Thank you.
So if we want to go,
he's talking.
Let him know.
He's talking. If we want to go there, they've had Got it right here. This controller since the PlayStation 1, which, by the way, this rumble feature was ripped off of the N64's rumble pack with Star Fox 64, which debuted before the DualShock 1. So let's start with that first. So PlayStation's marketing is, like you said, you're right. They are going to wait it out because that's what PlayStation does. They wait it out and see what everyone else is doing and either try to do what everyone else is doing, but better. They are not original.
So what?
Literally.
So what? So what? Apple's not original. Apple ripped off most of their technology, but they take what's there and they make it better.
And Apple is trash.
Whoa. Chill out on Apple, bro. You chill out. I was with you until you said that, sir.
Okay, it's going off the rails right now.
I will say this: I have been on record in my streams and on my channel saying that Sony did nothing. This generation, they did nothing except watch Nintendo and Xbox shoot themselves in the foot with the One and the Wii U, and then everybody says Sony always wins. They did nothing. They literally just sat there.
But listen. Let me put it this way. The games of the year this year are God of War and Spider-Man. As much as I love Spider-Man, as much as people love God of War, will these games be remembered by this time next year?
Definitely.
Yes. Absolutely.
That
was not even a question.
100%. Those are.
You think these games will be remembered by this time next year, right?
Those are generation.
What do they have coming out next year?
Huh?
What do they have coming out next year?
No, so because what I'm getting at is
what are you getting at? What are you getting at?
Yeah, I want to know what you're getting at.
Of course. Let's bring out the curtain. Let's open the curtain.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you why after you say this. I'm gonna tell you why I'm skeptical. But go ahead. Let's see where you're going.
No, okay. First of all, where I'm going with this is Nintendo always has games that are generational, that will always sell, and that continue to sell well with high attach rates. And honestly, people don't like me to bring up this conversation when it comes to Sony and Microsoft. But when you have a volume of users and it's like, hey, this sold 10 million copies. And I'm like, okay, that's good. We don't want to talk about the attach rates for those games. But when games like Grand Theft Auto 5 sell over 100 million copies, we want to talk about how many people own those games on those consoles. Nintendo has high attach rates with all their biggest seller games, with close to 40 to 60% attach rates. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to making actual sales and people who are actually buying the games, Nintendo has always been in the front running race. More Nintendo games are always reacted. And this dude KG says Nintendo Switch is overrated. I mean, Apple's overrated. I just throw that in there because I said it before. That's just a trigger, Nick, and your player too. But
I know it is. That's why I said chill. That's why I said chill.
But what I'm getting at is Sony. The reason why I brought those two games up, God of War is a great game. Don't get me wrong, and Spider-Man is a great game. But the number one thing I've heard from people after they 100% in Spider-Man is what's next. It's almost like
it's a good thing,
huh?
That's a good thing. People want more.
Want more.
It's the beginning of the Marvel gaming universe.
No. What's next? Okay? In the sense of the game doesn't have as much replay value.
I disagree. I haven't 100% in it, but I'm like at 85%.
Okay,
I'm pretty deep. I think you could say that about any game though. Once you 100% a game, like what's the replay ability when you spend 40 hours, 50 hours in a game, especially right away.
And that's the thing. Like I would never give as much as I love Spider-Man, I absolutely adore it enough to buy both collector's editions, which is completely insane. It's not a perfect game. I'm sorry, but they didn't do a whole lot to push the open world genre forward. The only thing that really had going for it in that regard that differentiated was an enjoyable traversal mechanic, and that's great. But a lot of it was the same stuff we've seen done before, and in many cases done better. But that being said, it was still the very best Spider-Man game that's been created, as far as I'm concerned, and it certainly bodes well for the future.
Best story also.
But
oh yeah, I would agree.
But that's what I'm getting at with this. So my whole point to you guys is, Sony doesn't know how to originate. Sony got lucky with a few things, and honestly, Sony did better when they made their own first party games. Like they don't even do that no more. So
hey,
just get Parappa the Rapper 3.
Whether they create them or whether they secure third-party exclusives, it doesn't matter to me as long as it's great and I can only get it at Sony.
I mean, they don't have they lost that edge with the most powerful console now, so it's kind of like I could just go ahead and get an Xbox One X. And only if you saw third-party games, I'd rather get Kingdom Hearts on the Xbox One X. If that's the case,
but you won't. That's the thing. You can't.
But I will. But I will.
All right. I got some predictions. I got some predictions for you.
Go ahead.
So number one, this new system, the PlayStation 5 or the PlayStation V, whatever you prefer to call it, VR is coming out. It's going to be coming out in the year 2020, right? So that means in the year 2020, it's possible we get 3 new video game systems from each one of the big main players. It's hard for me to believe that they're going to abandon their VR. So I do think it's going to be an add-on accessory, but I don't think it's going to be a main focus. I don't think they're going to do anything with portable, but I do think the main upgrade from the PlayStation 4 to the PlayStation 5 is one word: refinement. They're going to take everything that's worked well and just tweak it a little bit. I don't think this next jump is going to be anything groundbreaking. I don't think there's going to be much augmented reality or 3D, but I think everything's just going to be faster, less load times, better graphics. Like, I don't even know what 8K is. I feel like that's just a buzzword, some marketing jargon. And people still don't even have 4K TVs. So why are they going 8K? It'd be great if they could kind of keep everything at 60 frames per second. But I think that has a lot to do with the games more than the system. So I think refinement, and also the controller. I think the trackpad is kind of a bust. So I'd like to see what they do with the controller. If they add more buttons, take buttons away, change the form factor. But like your player 2 has been saying, it's all about the exclusives. And if we've seen anything in the last 2 years from PlayStation, even if we just get sequels to all these big AAA games, I think the first launch window, we're in for a major big treat.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Rob, what are your thoughts on this?
Man, I just want to make sure that we're not getting the same thing over and over. That's my biggest concern. Like, honestly, I don't have any favorites when it comes to these consoles. I literally have all of them. I got the Xbox One X, I got the PS4 Pro, I got the Switch. So, but I like them all for different reasons. And with that being the case, like, I'm even kind of mad to talk about putting out another version of the Switch next year. Because it's like, for what? Like, y'all could have just did everything you wanted to get with it the first time around. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I already had this rodeo with the PS4 and the Xbox One with the updated console things. I'm kind of annoyed with that. We are kind of in the same time cycle of where a new console generation would come, but I'm just thinking where can it go from here? Like, but we say that every time. When we was at the 360 and the PS3, we thought, where would it go from here? And then we got 4K and we got, you know, these cloud services with PS Now and with the backwards compatibility on Xbox One. So I think it's just my skepticism saying, God, please don't let this be the same thing over and over, because I can't see how much farther we're going to go with it. But please, God, don't let this be the same thing over and over, because I don't see how much farther we can go with it. Like, I just don't see it.
What I'll say to this is, and this is where I'll say, I'm glad you brought that up, because this is where I say the Switch shines a little bit more, because Nintendo is behind. So whenever Nintendo makes graphical leaps, is way more noticeable. And when you see that noticeable leap, is more appealing to go ahead and buy it, because it looks new and it looks fresh compared to with, you know, I use the PS3 to PS4 upgrade all the time. And I just said the PS3 to the PS4 was not so much a graphical leap. It was more of a processing leap. It was more back-end work that was done than front-end work that you could actually see. I would say the PS4 was a slight graphical upgrade, but there was more things that could process at the same time. So let's say, for instance, what's that game, that zombie game that's coming out? It's like where you see a whole bunch of zombies running. You see the guy like running to the top.
I can't remember the name of it. That's gonna drive me crazy.
Days Gone.
Days
Days
Gone.
Gone.
Days Gone. That's what it was. All right, cool. Thank you.
I was
Days
about
Gone.
to say every game, but yes.
That game was good though.
That too, but Days Gone, right? Check out Days Gone. Previously on the PS3, you'll probably only be able to process about 20 or 30 of those zombies on one screen. On the PS4, you could process hundreds. So it's like what you can see, how far you can see was the focus of the PS4, which it made the gaming experience for a lot of open world games way more enjoyable, which is why, you know, a game like Final Fantasy VII Remake is more suitable for a PlayStation 4 release, or definitely for a PlayStation 5 release. So I definitely want
PlayStation 6 more likely.
No, stop. The game's been delayed long enough. PlayStation 5 is the cutoff point before I lose interest.
Yo, Avidan, let me ask you a question about backwards compatibility. How important is it to you, and how far back do you think the PlayStation 5 should go? You think we should be able to play PlayStation 4 games, 3 games, 2 games, 1 games? Let me know.
It is extremely important to me because you got to think about it. There are people like yourself. There's people like, matter of fact, let's use Josh for instance. Josh, what are all the games behind you right now? You have PS1, PS2, and PS3 and PS4 games back there, right?
Yep.
Imagine someone like Josh goes to the store and he's wondering, we're in 2018, so let's make it more realistic. Let's say they make a YouTube video about the PlayStation 5, right? And they go out and say, this is going to have backwards compatibility all the way back to the PlayStation 1 games. Mm-hmm. That is super marketable to him because so I could play all of my old games on this console? That is more of a reason. That's more of a reason for me to go out and buy one. That is a day one purchase for a lot of people simply because of backwards compatibility. One, because people have already shown distaste for having their game stuck to an online account because anything can happen with online. Servers could get dropped, games could get lost. So many different things can happen online where you can have saved progress on one game and the risk of you not getting that game ever again because it's stuck to an online account is really bad. So being able to have the game by itself physically is always better. Always.
So here's the thing, though. Like, this is something else I thought about and I forgot to mention it earlier, is if Microsoft really does succeed with this Project Xcloud initiative, they might have the ability to completely and utterly dominate Sony's PlayStation 5. And the reason I say that is if Sony doesn't have the infrastructure, unless they partner with Microsoft, which would just be crazy, to do something similar, they may look ancient by comparison. Let's say the PlayStation 5 comes out. There's a new optical format that's capable of holding 8K data, to speak to that game collector's critique. And, you know, they're still stuck in the mentality of a spec war, right? If this cloud thing really works, there is no reason that theoretically Microsoft couldn't sell you a set-top box in the vein of Apple TV for $100 or $200 that doesn't have to have an expensive, rapidly, graphics card that gets rapidly obsolete, and they can scale up the graphics whenever they want by upgrading server blades. So they may be able to come in at a price point significantly lower than the PlayStation 5, while at the same time offering visual upgrades that they could not possibly compete with, lacking that infrastructure.
That was the original rumor that they were going to do the regular console, and then the other console was going to be, they called it Project Scarlet Cloud, or that's what everybody was calling it. And they were rumored to be $100, $99.99. That was going to be the alternate. So I don't know if they're still going to do that or not, or if it's just going to be this Project Xcloud. I don't know what.
Imagine if Microsoft does this. Their new streaming box is completely free. Nothing. But you're just obligated for like a 2 or 3 year contract.
Well, they are putting their stuff on layaway right now, right? Like they already are doing the whole service thing where you can now get an Xbox and you put payments on it. So I mean, they're already
plus
doing
with
that.
Game Pass, it's almost like they're already priming the public to get used to games as a service. And if they're like, hey, come to our platform, they do something crazy like, yeah, we brought the entire Xbox and Xbox 360 libraries digital in as much as they have the rights to those games. And for one low price of $10-15 a month, and we give you a free set-top box or something, that would be completely insane. That's the kind of move that disrupts industries. That would be brilliant.
It's crazy, but it's so crazy that it would destroy. It would destroy.
They get away with charging more per month. If the box is free, you have to pay.
It's gonna happen, dude. It's gonna happen.
But you're locked. But the key would be to be locked in for 2 or 3 years. That's the only way it would make sense.
Cell phone contract. Do it like the cell phone companies do.
Yep.
That's
No.
you
They'd have to do camps whenever you want. That's a luxury. That's like a leisure product, man. I ain't trying to get like a 3-year contract for.
Hey man, I'm just
I get
saying.
irritated enough with my yearly
Hey,
Xbox
This
subscription.
stream box can be yours with a Game Pass and Xbox Live, all for a monthly payment of $19.99. Here you go.
They're gonna get me too. I can feel it.
Oh, you hit everybody.
That's the plan. That is the plan. That's what's down. I'm telling you guys right now. That's what's down the road.
But yo, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into the last topic, and this topic was actually something fun.
Yes.
Because I don't know if you guys saw this, but there is a YouTuber. There is a fan that is thinking about remaking GoldenEye for the N64 completely in Unreal Engine 4. Now, if you guys haven't seen footage of this, after this, go ahead and check out the footage. But yo, this is set to release in 2022, and if he's successful, bruh, he got my money, because GoldenEye was the game. Like all I ask is have good online. That's it. That is it. The graphics is all that is good. Just have good online. Have good online where I can play this game online with friends. I'm good to go. But we're gonna let Rob start this one off. I want your thoughts on this, man.
My thoughts on it is, first off, GoldenEye and Unreal Engine sounds amazing. Yes. And then number two, my thought is, why though? Like,
no. And I would respond with,
like,
why
it sounds
not?
like it's gonna be
Why
dope
not?
to look at and play. But at the same time, why is this happening in 2018, 2019, 2020, 2022? I mean, in 22, like 4 years, like what is?
I mean, why Crash?
Nostalgia is real.
Why Crash Trilogy? Why Spiral Trilogy?
Why Spiral Trilogy? You're proving my point here. Because I'm not getting the Spiral Trilogy again. That's not happening.
I ain't getting it. I still get Crash.
I'm getting it.
I didn't get Crash back then.
I got Crash.
My cousin had that joint. Every time I tried to jump over them platforms and fell down the joint, I was like, oh, these ain't the controls for me. I'm good. Why would I do this in 2018? I'm not doing it. Like, it's not happening.
I feel you.
DJ King Gaming,
I got enough control struggles on 2K19 as is, okay? Like, I'm good.
I think he's got a good point. Like, I can only get so excited about projects like these. Like, yeah, they sound awesome in theory, and I see tech demos and videos. I'm like, oh yeah, that looks really cool. But I know the second that really becomes available for download, that it's going to get a takedown like immediately, and it's just going to be like, oh wow, it was taken down 3 hours later, and an official statement said we've complied with Nintendo's demands, and like we've seen this happen before.
The cease and desist is definitely
rarest demand. That's the thing. Rare. It would have to be rare.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but
on Microsoft.
Wasn't GoldenEye remade like 6-7 years ago?
And it was horrible.
Was it a remake?
Bad.
Was it a
It was
remake?
a soulless husk of a remake.
It was so bad. It was
terrible. It wasn't a reimagining. It was supposed to be like a remake, but just like
it was terrible.
Yeah.
It was Call of Duty, but it was Call of Duty, but terrible.
And let me ask you, if they do remake, like shot for shot remake, are they going to update the controls, because the old controls are kind of ass?
He did. Yeah.
What, you guys don't like C button controls for your?
What the guy said, he changed the crosshairs, like he made it so because basically the camera didn't move when you shot your gun back in the old game. In this game, the camera actually moves instead. So he actually made some upgrades in that regard. So I will give him that. But
I mean, I would personally prefer like the next James Bond. I don't know, who knows what's gonna be called. Like a new great game for that, and like innovate instead of a remake for GoldenEye, because that game was great, but I think nowadays it just wouldn't hold up.
There's one guy I know gaming had to go out and say we need Superman 64 in 4K. No, we don't.
Let me tell you what we don't ever need is another Superman video game ever. They've tried it 30 times and it's never worked.
Ever.
He doesn't translate well to video games. It just
let's see if Rocksteady does.
We're never going to get another good 007 game because there's nobody else that can really pull it off, because Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the real key to this stuff. Y'all want to figure out why we can't get another game as good as GoldenEye? Pierce Brosnan.
Pretty much. Pretty much. That was like the best goal. Listen, no. Listen,
He was a good James Bond.
When's the last time you heard somebody bring up Nightfall or Skyfall, whatever that joint was called? The last Bond movie.
That one was good. What was the one before that? That one was good.
The fact that you can remember
Casino Royale.
You can't
Casino
remember
Royale
the
is
name.
the one you're talking about.
You know why you
them
can't
good.
remember the name? Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, he's right. I remember
Fine.
GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies, and what was one in between? I can't.
Die Another Day?
There
Die
are
Another Day.
entities that are forever, okay? Pierce Brosnan and Ray J, okay? Those are the two entities that are forever, and the whole world revolves around those, okay? I'm trying to tell you the science. We're not going to go into it tonight because there's a time limit to the episode.
Yeah.
But I promise you.
all I ask is bring back Odd Job. That's it.
No. Do not bring back.
Yes.
No.
Bring back Odd Job.
No. Do not do that.
Do it without
Don't do
Odd
that.
Job, though.
Do not bring that Odd Job, dude.
You can't do
You can't
the
do it without Odd Job.
Give me
you
Jaws
can't do
back.
the nostalgia cash
Let me-
grab without Odd Job.
Let me tell you something, bro. I was playing with my homeboys the other day on this TV back here. It was during my birthday the other day. It was literally 2 months ago. But
Oh,
regardless,
you lost to an Odd Job, didn't you?
my boy picked Odd Job, bro, and I'm like, bro, this is stupid. This is stupid. This is the dumbest thing ever.
Oh,
That's
you're
what I'm gonna say about
salty.
this here, dude. I am salty, and that's what I'm gonna say about this right now. Do not let this game come out. Friendships will end over this game. I'm telling you that right now.
I mean, who
Friendships
throws
will
But
end
like,
over this
Odd
game.
Job
a shoe?
wasn't
Who throws
that
a
big
shoe?
of a problem if you knew how to use your C up.
I mean, you got. I mean,
I don't want to hear that.
You knew how to
Rob.
use
I don't want to
C
hear that,
up.
Rob.
It was
Nah.
a rap for
I don't want to
Odd
hear that,
Job.
Rob. I want to hear that.
You shoot him in the top of the head.
Cheat code.
Nah, son, you shoot him in the top of the head. Let me tell you, as a person that's short, okay, short people we have disadvantages. You just gotta know how to use them against themselves.
Look, Jesse already said. You already said it. Those controls were booty. Okay, so I'm not gonna use them C controls. I'm just not doing it.
Hey,
throws a
man.
shoe?
Well, you know, in Unreal Engine 4, you just might not have to worry about that. And
Hey, fair enough.
you always still have the best part of the game coming back. Pierce Brosnan. My case is closed. My case is closed.
Oh man.
Science.
Still on record. I'm still on the record. This is remake will end friendships. Telling you right now.
If it happens. But I see the cease and desist. Like every time something, the nostalgia cash grab, or even just the nostalgia, the chance to take advantage of nostalgia to possibly make something dope happens. Here comes the cease and desist. It always happens. They made a Chrono Trigger sequel.
Don't get me started on that.
Yes, that's right. Crimson Echoes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw somebody make a sequel trailer called Chrono Break or something like that, and that looked tight, and it made me sad. I'm
No,
like,
what
can we
happened was
please get it?
Squaresoft registered Chrono Break as a trademark, and then it expired last year. They never made the game.
That makes me mad, bro. Come on, I just
That's okay. I got Crimson Echoes on my SNES Classic. I'm playing that joint like probably this weekend. I'm streaming it for the fun of it, like it's happening.
I may have to watch now.
Yeah,
'cause-
that's going down. That's going down.
Make sure you guys are, go ahead and subscribe. First of all, shout out to everyone hitting the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, let's get 30 likes for the live stream. Y'all been doing good tonight. Y'all been talking in the chat.
24 so far. Let's go.
Y'all been really cool in the chat, so I appreciate you guys. But does anyone have any final thoughts about GoldenEye? It's called GoldenEye 25, by the way. Does anyone have any final thoughts?
I mean, considering it's not going to come out till 2022, and that's what he's saying now, and there's going to be delays. I think we'll worry about it. We could worry about this in 6 years, so I'm not too concerned.
hold on. GoldenEye 25. That means for the 25th year. Oh my god, that's old. I feel old, dog.
GoldenEye 34, because that's how old I'm gonna be when it drops.
Okay. Wait, everyone. Gertrude Thomas, I really appreciate the first end of the topic, but the second end of the topic is what's wrong with black men involved in rap music? Not all rap music is sketchy. That's like, I'm not even trying to be mean, I'm being real with you. Not all rap music is sketchy. There's a lot of rap music that's super positive that helps a lot of people's lives out there too. So, I mean,
and even if it's not, it's still their creative expression.
Yeah,
sir.
I don't like what
This is coming from the guy that was a rapper.
I don't like that guy one bit. I don't like what he's saying right there. It sounds a little bit like our president right there.
I'm not a rapper.
Whoa!
What president?
President.
Obama? Yeah, word. Yeah, I do. Yeah, sounds.
Well,
Moving along.
moving along.
Moving along. Q&A.
drive.
Let's go.
Let's
Q&A.
drive.
Roll it. Roll the Q&A. Roll the Q&A. Questions, people. Let's questions. Roll them in here. Let's go.
Let's go with that. But I definitely have to go back to two questions. First question was from Dragon Gamer. It said he asked, "Has anyone played Luigi's Mansion for 3DS?" No, I have a 3DS, but I have not bought a 3DS game since I bought a Switch.
For real. And that's why that game should have been ported to the Switch and not the 3DS.
We're getting Luigi Mansion 3.
Look, I know that. I know we're getting 3, but I still come on, man.
Yo, if they would have ported,
I have a problem.
if they would have ported Luigi's Mansion to the Switch, that would have been an easy 2 million units sold. No,
Easy.
no doubt, no doubt.
Easy.
Yo, and the music in that game is low key amazing.
I have a legitimate gaming problem, son. Like every time someone brings a console on here, I'm just holding it up to the webcam. I'm like, why do I own all of these? What is wrong with me? Like, where's the intervention?
I mean, I'd probably be worse, but I'm just broke all the time. So there you go. There's that. I mean, you got.
If I could turn this webcam around, I also have my NES, SNES, N64, and all these things in here with me.
No, I don't got all that. See,
yeah, I got all. I got my PS1 in here. I got.
See, no, actually, no. I got. See, no. I got it. I got to be. I have to be honest. It's not that I just choose to place my money elsewhere. See, I had to buy stuff like this.
And that's why I rapped instead of being a producer or a DJ.
Right.
It was like, oh, NPCs, that costs a lot. Let me go get a notebook.
$1G. That was $1,000 right there. That thing alone was $1,000. So yeah, they
only $1,000.
Well,
$1, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it.
hey, I saved up. I saved up. But that cost some chips. It cost a lot. It came with sounds though, so that's one thing I would say. It came with some sounds. So, but we have one more question. Well, we have one more question. Then we're gonna wrap it up. Hylian, wait, let me make sure I say his name right. Let me scroll back up. Well, Hylian, because my computer's moving slow. Hylian asked us, would you like to see 007 kind of like what Insomniac did with Spider-Man? Original take on what the characters, but faithful to the franchise. That is actually a good question. Yeah. If Insomniac Games or if a company like Insomniac Games could take a franchise like 007 and stay faithful to the franchise, but have their own take on it, I would love to see what they do with that. That would be pretty cool. What do you guys think?
Off the top of my head, I don't think 007's for Insomniac. I think Naughty Dog could kill a James Bond game. Just basically just Uncharted, but guy in a tuxedo.
Yeah, definitely.
Pierce Brosnan and Naughty Dog. Yeah, I think that would work.
That would work. But we're gonna wrap it up tonight, guys, because it's been Hylian Bro 91. That was his name. My bad, dude. We're gonna wrap it up tonight because we definitely Rob is gonna be streaming soon. He's gonna be streaming at 12 o'clock, so I want to give him some time to set up and everything. So I really appreciate you guys coming out. This has been extremely fun podcast, Chillcast night, and we are going to go ahead and go with the outros, starting with Jesse, Turbo Jesse.
Yeah, well,
tell me about your channel, bro.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me on. I think tonight's podcast, it's probably a top 2 podcast you've ever had. I mean, the other time I was on your podcast, but I guess who's saying what? So my channel. Sorry, guys. I love you guys. That annoying guy Rax wasn't around, so that always helps. But so my channel, Turbo Jesse, I do a lot of prediction videos. I recently did one on predicting what I think the next Grand Theft Auto game is going to be like. I did one for what the next Batman game is going to be like. So it's a lot of predictions, videos. I do a lot of live streams, discussion, that kind of stuff. So definitely come check me out, Turbo Jesse. Come say hi. And thanks again for having me on. I appreciate it, bud.
Make sure, no problem, man. Yo, anytime, you're welcome to come by anytime, man. Just hit me up. I know you're a busy man. too. If you want
Not
to
too
come
busy
on.
for you, man. Not too busy for you, man. I just have a wife, and sometimes Friday night she wants to spend time with me. I don't know why, but
Bruh, like listen. I spend time with my wife, my 2 kids. They go to sleep by the time I get here, and it's like now that we moved into another the bedroom is a little bit further away. So and there's another door you can close on top of that, so I can talk a little bit louder and not worry about waking her up. So oh man, it's gonna be fun when I get my computer back. Like seriously, when I get back my computer, and oh man, it's literally I'm playing Overwatch probably for like 2 or 3 hours straight. Like dead serious. I'm going in Overwatch, picking my boy Hanzo, and getting a whole bunch of people caught with the arrow straight to the head. Straight up. It's a wrap. So wow. Well, there's that. And we're gonna just go ahead and go with your player 2.
Yeah, so again, my channel is all about helping other gamers sort of elevate, or basically take their channel to the next level. Recent videos that I did, if you're interested, I've been doing a lot of kind of like spooky streams for October, so that's really what I'm trying to do, is try to do a different one every day. Recent games I did were Dead by Daylight, Home, Resident Evil Revelations 2, Little Nightmares, stuff like that, just for a little bit of October fun. And then stuff that is more geared towards other channels. So I tried to basically create videos recently to help people deal with criticism on YouTube, ways to get over fear of starting basically how to get over fear of publishing your first video, the things that you need to start a YouTube channel. And then most recently I did a Bluetooth adapter review for the Nintendo Switch, which I used wireless headphones almost exclusively. It was something that I was like, I wonder if there's something that addresses this problem, and it's actually a pretty good product, so that's up on the channel right now. And again, regular live stream, so come hang out if you would like, and if you hate that idea entirely, please go find something that appeals to your interests. Don't let me waste your time.
Josh, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Do you have advice of what to do if somebody hates one of your opinions and spams 54 comments on your video? Do you have advice for that?
I have a specific video addressing this called How to Choose Great Mods for Your Channel.
Oh my God.
Why it's so important.
First of all, speaking of mods, and I don't mean to cut the outro short, but since it happened live, I'm gonna address it live. I don't think I ever had to put this out here or say it out there. So let me make this clear and make this clear in the video. Please don't come in the chat saying anything hurtful or possibly in a form of racial. Like, don't come in here with that. That's an immediate ban. That's that's an immediate ban. And I try to give her a chance. Everyone saw live. I tried to give her a chance, and she kept on going. So I gave the green light. I gave the green light, and
I reported her.
Oh, well, please.
Yeah, I went off. No, I ain't had to say nothing. I sat here real quiet and just reported her, dog. Like, you ain't gonna come in here and talk all that. I think this is why this makes black.
Yeah, and we all got eyes. We all have eyes, yeah. And I really, like I said, all of you guys who come in here, y'all the regulars, even some of the new people, you're chill. But this is for those of you who are watching the replay, because we still get views like 20, 30, sometimes 40 to 100 views after the video's up. You're watching this. Please tread carefully.
Yeah, you also got to remember
here in the chat, because at the end of the day, this is still my show. This is still my territory. This is still my home. You will get banned, and I won't lose sleep.
You got to remember that the person you blocked, her name was Gertrude. So she has to live with that for the rest of her life. Super Andrew, she said something along the lines, and I'm paraphrasing. She said, it's good to see black men who are intellectual, who are not doing anything about rap or anything sketchy.
Which, by the way, there's 3 musicians on this panel, right?
Exactly.
That were involved with rap.
Like,
I was involved.
I rapped on Sway in the Morning, young.
He did. Like I wasn't gonna do this for you guys. Like Rob, go ahead, Rob. Tell them about your backstory a little bit. Like I wasn't gonna go ahead and give that out there for you because I didn't.
Yeah, I wasn't even gonna flex on that until she had to say what she had to say about rap music and black people. But like I said before, I really rap like Double XL, MTV, Complex, Sway in the Morning, A3C, South by Southwest. I've done this.
You can look him up. Like, you can literally type in Rob Regal, Sway in the Morning, and you're gonna see the same person here freestyling on Sway in the Morning.
Like, so I do this, and I'm truly like a proponent of the hip hop culture in all aspects of it. So when you come in, like, that's why I knew what that person was from the jump. Like, they didn't come in here on some intellectual or trying to really compliment. It was all backhanded compliments from the jump. It was being a troll, a racist troll, and they've been around because they've been flooding Twitch crazy recently. But I got all the stuff set up on my chat so that they can't get none of that off. But yeah. They're not slick, young. Like I compete. We from DC, young. Like you can't get this past me, young. Like it can't happen. I know when it's coming. Coming, young.
So I'm sorry we had to go kind of like left and like go in between. I feel like it needs to be addressed because it did happen live and I did see it. And I'm letting you guys know, like, even though you guys know I'm chilled, you guys know I don't go off the handles. It's because I'm chill. Don't try to test me. I'll just block you. And I won't lose sleep over it.
Yes, sir.
Believe that. So, all right. Go ahead, Nick. Oh no, not Nick. You're player two. You're player two. Yo, you did talk about your channel.
No, I finished. I'm good. Just if you guys like YouTube stuff and video games coming out,
and
not a good place for you.
I hate both those things.
You don't have to live anymore. Sorry, I got dark fast.
I'm only here because I found a detour. I'm still looking for directions.
Yo, talk about your Nick, man. Nick, talk about your channel, man.
Oh, you guys know who it is, Nintendo Direct. You guys know what I do. Some of y'all come to the daily live show where we do some stuff. I'm working on some more things for the live show, possible interviews, different segments for different days. That way, it's not just the same thing throughout the week. Like I said, we had an Anime Wednesday. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. Me and Bloody Knuckles talking anime, talking about the fall season, and yeah. And be careful, tread softly. Don't make fun of Goku because people will then leave 54 comments in your on your video.
Oh, word? Can I try it? Can I try it? Can I try it?
You can get that ban hammer if you do, dog. I can see.
No, I mean right now. On my channel. Let's see how many people get triggered.
Go for it.
Superman's better than Goku.
There you go. You just got disliked. Just kidding. I really like it.
I'm joking.
That. No, but y'all already know who it is, though. Nintendo Direct. I do the daily lives. I do the podcast on Sundays, and I also do a few gaming streams throughout the day. We are really on that Arena of Valor grind. I mean, I'll be playing it after this. So if anybody wants to play, hit me up. We can play it. Other than that, thanks for stopping by. See y'all.
G-Body just heard what I said. Y'all been joking. Sorry.
Hey, I will say this. The reason why this dude got mad at me is because I said this in my chat. I said Goku is whack. I said Goku is whack. Goku is a bad dad. Goku is one of the most least interesting characters in anime. This dude got mad, bro.
You went in.
I went in, bro. He got so mad, dude. It was hilarious. It was hilarious.
But go ahead, Rob. Tell them about your channel, man. Tell them what you do. And what's going on next for you with your channel, man?
Well, first of all, I watch a lot of Dragon Ball Z, and I think that Goku is a wonderful father. That's the first thing I do. I can't afford any unsubscribers at the moment. I'm sorry, I'm kind of low on them. I make videos about gaming, about mobile tech, about hip hop, about whatever pretty much crosses my interest. I'm really what I consider like a renaissance man when it comes to that type of stuff. Like, I don't put myself into one lane. If I like it, I'm gonna do it. That's why it's called the Regal Report. I'm Rob Regal. I'm reporting on stuff I like.
So you're branding yourself, basically.
Yeah, branding myself. When you make yourself the brand, you don't gotta, kind of chase.
You're playing too. What did I say a few weeks ago?
About what, the importance of branding?
No, Rob, repeat what you just said?
When you make yourself the brand, you don't have to chase the brand.
What did I just say a few weeks ago?
Not to put yourself in front of the brand.
I said or in
front of the content, I think is what you said.
Yeah, I said put yourself in front of the content.
Right.
You first. Let them see you first. So okay. So Rob, just on that alone, first of all, your channel's gonna do great, man. Like seriously, we gotta talk more after this, bro. But definitely everyone check out Rob's channel. His link is in the description. It's gonna about to be in the chat. So you guys can go ahead and check him out if this mouse would behave and like actually listen for once. But yeah, there we go.
Too much like right.
I was gonna say my mouse don't be a Gertrude, but that would have been a low.
that would have been real. That's what it would have been. So,
But
That'd have been an insult to your mouse.
oh yeah, pretty much.
oh man. So thank you guys for coming out. I really appreciate it. We're gonna be here next week. Rob, you're welcome anytime to come on, man. This is definitely dope to have you on.
If I'm not working, I'm here any week, son. Real live. This has been a wonderful experience.
Appreciate it, man. Definitely looking forward to it. So thank you guys for coming out. And this is, first of all, before we do that, we gotta do it right. We gotta do it right.
Mhm.
If you're watching this video, if you're watching the replay, if you like this video, hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. But most of all, you make sure you share this with a friend. This is Turbo Jesse, your player 2, Nintendo Direct, Rob Rigo, and Avidan Smith. We are out. Peace.